Hello, my name is Chris and I will review the 2021 Mini Countryman Cooper S. This is an interesting choice for buyers. It is a unique offering because of its styling. In 2020, Mini refreshed the Countryman. These changes are significant, especially exterior aesthetics such as the new front-end design, lights, and these cool Union Jack rear brake lights. Bigger than before, with a higher ground clearance, this is reflected on the interior. No one, it seems, can resist the public demand for bigger crossovers, not even a company called Mini. All-4, which is Mini talk for all-wheel drive, is now standard. That is big for Canadians who are living in the snow. Mini gives you engine upgrades as you pay more. For example, the base model has 134 horsepower, this tester has 189 horsepower, and the most powerful model has 301 horsepower with a 5.1 second 0 to 60 time. Impressive. Let me know in the comments if this new Mini Countryman makes this a better offering than it used to be. I think it does, but it is expensive. Looking at this Countryman Cooper S is refreshing. It is springtime in Quebec, and this Countryman certainly goes well with the spring. Everything gets bigger in the world of cars and crossovers. In crossovers, owners want space, height, visibility, and therefore a feeling of security. That makes this Countryman better than the previous generation. The base Countryman is pretty expensive, as you can see. This Countryman Cooper S tester, all equipped, is $47,000 plus taxes. That's a lot of money. As I've said previously, there's a surprising amount of room in this Countryman. The rear trunk is okay. Of course, lowering the seats increases its practicality. The rear seats are very good for a subcompact. In front, there is the Mini treatment with a happy feel. There's a digital dash, a front window that is way forward, leather seats that are pretty comfortable, HK sound system, which is welcome at this price, as is Apple preparation, which appears to be wireless Apple CarPlay, though info is scant on the website. It's not a feature I tested. The Mini website seemed more concerned talking about the Mini app, something which no one has ever talked to me about because nobody cares. The dash is simple but effective. It feels super personal. Obviously, it's all very good here, but the price of this Countryman keeps tempering those feelings. This Cooper S model has the reasonable 4-cylinder turbo engine that makes 189 horsepower and 206 pounds of torque. There is a 12-year corrosion warranty for those who live above the snow line, and it comes with an effective 8-speed automatic. The fuel economy is 10.4 liters in the city and 7.5 liters on the highway. Totally reasonable. This engine is peppy. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers driving the Mini Countryman Cooper S. All-4. This is a nearly all-equipped model. We've got the Harnum Kardon sound system here to indicate that. What to say about this vehicle? Well, this vehicle, the price range is between low 30s to almost 50, and that's pretty expensive for a subcompact crossover. Is it a non-premium? Is it a premium? Kind of in between the two, and I'll discuss that right now. We'll start with the exterior styling. I cannot get over how this exterior styling goes with the spring weather we've been getting. We've been cooped up now for reasons sometimes that are a little bit outside our control, and just to get out and see the Mini Cooper, there's this joy in the design language. It's timeless. It's definitely a happy design. It appeals to the female customer, and I really like that the car industry is appealing to the female customer. I mean, they are customers. It has really a nice quality of craftsmanship. You can tell the seamless joints. When you open and close the hood, the lights are kind of like on the car, and there's like spaces for the lights. When you bring down the hood, you can see it's really tightly done. Very good on that level. Charming touches, the Union Jack in back on the lights. BMW, or Mini I should rather say, really exploiting the heritage to the max. It's a remark that Ross made. I am repeating it. I felt the same way. So on the inside now, we have a very nice interior, above average, a wonderful fit and finish, nice soft touch here on the dash. Here, hard touch here, soft, a little bit soft here. The switchgear, high quality. When you turn the knobs, the clicking feel, very high quality. The infotainment, it is a touchscreen, and it is also the iDrive. So Mini gives you both, right? And that's nice. I like that. It gives you the choice. This dash here, simple but effective, as is the cheap heads-up display. So on that level, I think we're being well served. There is enough space in back for normal people. I was sitting behind myself, no problem, as is the case with the trunk. A decent enough size for the category, not enormous. Ross, a little bit of a stickler for trunks. He found there was missing room, but let's face it, Ross is always filling his trunk with all kinds of crap, and it's just the way it is. Ross is more difficult than I am for the trunk space. However, we both agree when you lower the seats, you can carry almost anything. So that's pretty good on that level. A lot of room here in front. I'm not rubbing elbows with Ross. Lots of leg room. Because the window's so much forward, it gives you a nice impression of space. There's 2 sunroofs here. There's a lot of natural light coming in. So a very joyful, open-aired feeling driving this vehicle. The steering wheel, nice big leather steering wheel with grips at 10 and 2, which are a joy to hold. The seats are adjustable in length, which is kind of like a touch you see on more expensive cars. Ross reports he's had no discomfort with his week with the car. I can report that I have no discomfort with this vehicle. Although it is a hard material, these are hard seats, they seem to be well designed and they are adjustable to your heart's content. So pretty good on that level. They're not digging in my thighs or in my ribs, which is kind of nice. The ride now, well, the ride is also a bit special. It is the roughest riding, and I'll use another term. It is more of a sporty suspension. And if you are living in the city of Montreal, which has the worst roads perhaps in North America, I'd wager that, you probably want to do a test drive before. On the highway, no problem. It rides straight, it tracks well, and the suspension is not a problem. But in the city, on their harshest bumps, I'm not so sure you'll like that. I have no problem with that. You're not going to lose any fillings. It's just harder than all the other rivals, I think. So that caveat aside, the suspension works well. There is a short turning radius when you're doing parking maneuvers, which is a really nice touch. This vehicle is very charming. It's joyful, and it goes so well with our spring weather. It's been so gloomy here in Montreal, Quebec. We've been stuck indoors for so long now that when we are able to get out within certain times, this vehicle goes well with the splendid weather, the sprouting green leaves, and the riverside. Really happy driving this vehicle. It drives like it looks, like it feels. Oh, a word or two on the reliability. Of course, this is a BMW construction, a BMW conception. So there have been reports that it has had BMW reliability and BMW costs of ownership. So my recommendation, and it's also Ross, is if you're going to get this vehicle, I certainly recommend it on the lease, the 4-year lease, no problemo. And on the purchase, well, I'm just not into $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 trips to the dealer. It's not my bag. It's not my ownership experience that I enjoy. And well, it's just personal. There are people who do enjoy that, or people who who don't have any problems also. So those are my thoughts on the joyful and charming Mini Countryman Cooper S. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course you should subscribe. And that is it.